Hi, this is Chris Hicks. It is currently Friday, December 1st, and on Wednesday, November 29th, I again spoke at public participation time at the Clermont County Commissioners meeting to provide 5 updates relative to the swamp backroom FC Cincinnati tax and debt plot. You might think, why are there still updates? Well, it's, as I say, it's not the crime, it's the cover-up, and more stuff is going to come out about crony contracts, about improper interest in contracts, and other matters. So it was about 6 weeks from the last time I presented. I'm gonna be on some interval with any updates are gonna be put before the commissioners so they can't say they didn't know about them.
Would you speak? Yes, sir. The podium, state your name, you have 5 minutes.
My name is Christopher Hicks. I live at 444 Woodward Court, Cincinnati, Ohio. I was last here on October 11th asking for answers around the FC Cincinnati tax and debt plot. I have 5 updates. First, Attorney General DeWine issued 4 opinions calling out the improper participation of county officials in the Convention and Visitors Bureau Board. The one relating to Mr. Huebel stated that his entire participation in the CBB board was likely an improper interest in a contract since the CBB has a contractual relationship with the county. The CBB books and minutes need to be open to the public. You have the power of the purse to make that happen. Do it. Second, one improper contract seems clear. Jim Comadeka, a business associate of Mr. Huebel, was being paid consulting fees by the CBB while serving on the CBB board. He also received a lucrative fee deal as interim president that led him to find his own responsibilities. Mr. Painter and Mr. Humphrey, emails show you were well aware of this backroom arrangement. Third, the CBB board is smaller and less diverse than ever. On October 17, Jeff Wright, the administrator of Miami Township, resigned from the CBB board. He was one of the names on the phony supporter list used to trick Representative Doug Green into adding the tax into the budget. Ken Geis, administrator for Union Township, never applied to the board, despite Mr. Gable saying otherwise. Greg Holman, who you appointed over 2 months ago, is still not listed on the as a CBB board member on the website. Chuck Tilbury, who was improperly serving per the AG, is still on the CBB board. And predictably, not a single member of the travel and tourism industry is on the CBB board. Crony systems die hard. Fourth, I have reluctantly stated in public that Greg Simpson, a Port Authority board member, twice told me in some detail that Mr. Huebel was in the closed-door portion of the February 15, 2017 Port Authority board meeting where Huebel laid out the entire FC Cincinnati scheme. That is important because it shows Mr. Huebel was the backroom spokesman for the swamp plot. In a brazen lie, Huebel told the Enquirer in June of 2017 that he was not involved in the deal. It is also important because my asking Mr. Huebel about his participation in that closed-door portion of their meeting triggered his protection order against me, costing me time, reputation, and money. I regret that I was unable to get the other board members to clearly confirm or deny Mr. Huebel's participation. When I said I was going to come to their meeting and ask, they canceled the meeting. Enough is enough, let's have the truth. Fifth, it has come to light that our prosecutor, Vince Parris, allows his sons to practice criminal law before his staff. That is right, in Clermont you can hire the prosecutor's son to defend you. 40 counties to date have told me they do not have that situation or anything close. It is a stunning conflict of interest, but remember, Mr. Parris is the same prosecutor who only asked the AG for the AG opinions on the county participation in the CBB out of an abundance of caution. He clearly has trouble avoiding and policing conflicts of interest. These are the new things since I last spoke on October 11th, 6 weeks ago. These cards are the 10 questions I asked then. They're all fair, they're all still unanswered. Why? It must be tiring to work so hard to evade being open and transparent. I'm going to leave these here when I finish. I think you should just answer them, but it would not surprise me if you asked one of your staff to throw them away. Last night, someone remarked to me that Mr. Huebel and you all had 1,000 opportunities to diffuse this and took none of them. About a month ago, in the Clermont Sun, Mr. Huebel described me, yet again, as delusional, but also referred to me as, quote, criticizing from his bedroom computer screen. Mr. Huebel, Mr. Huebel. Mr. Huebel. Okay. I am more than a little creeped out that you are talking in the press about my bedroom, a place you are certainly completely unwelcome. I don't have a computer there, but are citizens required to have their computers in specific rooms of their home to get an honest answer out of you? It is just more pathetic diversion. Gentlemen, this is much bigger than a hotel tax. It is about the character and principle of you, people elected to be servants. It always has been, and that is why I will be persistent. We deserve better than this. Thank you.